In this instructional video, I'm going to show you how to create instructional videos using Adobe Presenter. Now, I am in PowerPoint, of course, and so I'm just presenting my slides in PowerPoint. So all of the things that normally work in PowerPoint will work in this. So like your animation works. I think it's a good idea in videos to use animation to bring bullets in one at a time so students aren't reading ahead. But with the animation, don't get too fancy, flying in, swooping in, all that nonsense. The animation I'm using here is simply appear, and that's usually the best animation to use. Prepare your presentation, but don't script it. And here's what I mean by that. I've put my slides together, and that's good enough. I'm going to have my slides prompt me with what to say. What I like to do is print out my slides in 6 slides per page format so that when I'm presenting, I'm just looking at my slides. I know what's coming up, so that helps me to go ahead and present. Use screen captures. This works really well. For example, you see that I've got 4 little micro lecture videos that deal with Excel. We've got the Excel spreadsheets there. I do a lot of Excel instruction in my finance classes, my personal financial planning class. It's got incredible capabilities there. Sometimes I capture Excel, me working in Excel. But one problem with that is sometimes it goes a little bit slower than I'd like. I've got to enter in formulas. I've got to wait for things. And so sometimes what I do is I create the Excel file, but then I take screen captures and I blow up particular components and point out, what's going on the screen. So I'm actually instructing about something that's in Excel, but I'm not using Excel live. I've already created it, and then I'm just showing projecting, the screen capture of what that Excel worksheet looked like. Okay, now you can't create instructional videos with Adobe Presenter unless you have Adobe Presenter, and it is a plugin to PowerPoint, and it's not a free plugin. It comes from Adobe. Nothing's free from Adobe, or not much is free from Adobe. But like a lot of Adobe products, it's a great product. Your institution very possibly might have a license for Presenter, so good for you if it does. If it doesn't, it's $14.99 a month. You only need to have it for a couple of months to create all your instruction videos, and then you can stop having it if you don't like it. I've got no financial interest in Adobe, but I think that for anybody that's serious about putting together instructional videos for fall 2020, $14.99 a month, $14.99 a month investment probably is a good idea. So if you've got Adobe Presenter, here's what you do. You're ready to record. You've created your slides. So you bring up your slide file, your PowerPoint file, and notice that this one, it says, what is the name of the file? It's Video with Adobe. So I brought the file up. I'm now ready to record. So I click on the record button. Now it's telling me, okay, we're ready to record this. When you are ready, get your mouse and click that little record button there. And so then when I click that little record button, it then says, okay, we're getting ready to go. And it gives me the countdown, 3, 2, 1, and so on. And then once it's 1, I'm live, I'm presenting, and then I just completely go through all the presentation. Notice if I'm in the middle of my presentation and something's going wrong, I can just hit the pause key and it pauses it, figure out, where I want to go from there. We're not putting together Hollywood productions here, so if you get something a little bit amiss, best thing to do is just pause it rather than try to scrap it and start the whole video all over again. That would be my 2 cents on that one. Now, when you get to the end, you then hit Shift End, as you see there, and that stops your creation of the video. And then it says, okay, what do you want to do? You want to close the product? You want to publish it? And so I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to close the project. And so it wants to know what my name is of the project. So I will name it. And then when I publish it, then that creates the video. So that converts this, what's in this Adobe format, into an MP4 video. And so that's what I want to do. I want to publish it. And then I've got options: publish to computer, publish straight to YouTube, and so on. I think it's best to just publish it to the computer, because then I've got an MP4 file that I can do anything with. I can upload it to YouTube if I want. If you know that you're always going to be doing something like uploading it to YouTube, you can cut that step out and just do it right there. Now, if you record it, if you save it to your computer, publish it to the computer, then you've got it on your computer under this, My Adobe Presenter Video Projects Published. But notice right above that, My Adobe Presenter Video Projects. Once you've saved a project, even if you immediately convert it to MP4, you still have the project components. So if you want to a little bit later on, you can go back and edit that. So you've still got those components to edit. It's very easy to create these. Here is my Adobe published, my Adobe Presenter Video Projects published, just for about a 2-week period, not even a 2-week period, and just on this computer, since it's saved to the computer. This is one computer that I use. Sometimes I'm doing it on my laptop, depending on where I am. So it's very, very, very easy to create these projects. They're all steel, the Staples easy button. It's very easy to create these instructional videos with Adobe Presenter, but it's not the only way. So if you don't have it, if you don't want to get it, not a problem. You've got other options for creating your instructional videos.